Inuyasha. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 20 best anime kisses of all time. For this list, we'll be looking at the anime smooches that didn't just make all of fandom swoon, but also had long-lasting repercussions on the series overall. Any underrated kisses we missed? Be sure to let us know in the comments. Number 20. Miyamura and Hori, Horimiya.
Ohayo.
This unlikely pair may have to hide their true selves at school, but there's little left to the imagination when they both want a taste of some candy. As far as kisses go, you'll be hard-pressed to find one as gutsy or immediately memorable as this. While their sneaky pining and undercover meetings are certainly sweet, it's these kinds of moments that really sold us on their relationship.
Miyamura.
If there was any doubt left after Miyamura cut his hair for her, it's clear from this suave exchange that their romance is still in full bloom, even though their social circles wouldn't approve. Number 19. King and Diane, The Seven Deadly Sins. Amidst fantastical battles, amnesia, and literal gods, the fact this romance managed to survive at all is a testament to how perfect they are for each other. While they may not see eye to eye, literally, King stood by Diane's side even through her amnesia, leading to a wonderful reunion when she regains her memories and finally delivers on a long-awaited kiss. Seeing these two reaffirm their love for each other after so long apart felt like a pitch-perfect culmination to everything they'd been through. It was a moment so long in the making that we can't blame King for initially thinking it was a dream. After all, we were right there with him. Number 18. Hana and Kiyoshi, Prison School. As one of 5 boys sentenced to Hachimitsu Academy's prison block, you'd think Kiyoshi would get no shortage of female attention. However, his first kiss is anything but romantic. In the middle of a tense breakout, Hana's quest for vengeance leads to a slobbery embrace that's equal parts hilarious and exciting. In what becomes something of a literal pissing contest, there's inherent tension to the exchange, since Kiyoshi still needs to finish his part of the plan without drawing too much scrutiny. The captivating intricacies and hilarious character motivations elevate this scene beyond a simple kiss into a delightfully bizarre battle of wits. Number 17. Toma and Kitahara, White Album 2. You may want to grab a box of tissues for this one. For a kiss that had been built up for an entire season, it's bittersweet at best to see Kitahara embrace his delinquent bandmate. While it's satisfying to see them finally act on their true feelings, there's no losing sight of the fact that Toma is moving to Vienna the next day, and Kitahara is still dating the fragile Setsuna. It's messy, emotional, and just tragic enough to pull at the heartstrings in what should be a happy goodbye. Instead, the kiss leads to an impassioned airport farewell where nobody leaves happy. Number 16. Sonoshi and JP, Red Line.
I can't lose! I got a goddess on my side and I'm gonna win!
In a high-stakes competition with no rules besides crossing the finish line, we doubt the judges expected love to bloom on the racetrack. Having just finished the race of their lives through their unlikely partnership, there's no other way we would have wanted the film to end than with a kiss that's not just romantic, but a marvel of animation. Redline's unique psychedelic color palette and intense lighting would make even an ordinary kiss interesting to look at, but with plenty of narrative buildup and a rotating camera angle, this is inarguably one for the record books. Their declaration of love is so moving, it even thaws the hearts of the film's villains. You can't get more impressive than that.
Sonoshi, I love you.
I love you too, JP.
Number 15, Serena and Darien, Sailor Moon.
Princess, may I have this dance? Could be our last one.
For many Westerners growing up in the 90s, The Adventures of the Sailor Scouts was one of their first exposures to anime. Audiences were enthralled with the blooming romance between the unwitting heroine and the suave gentleman in the mask, who seemed to butt heads outside of battle.
I'm so happy you came back.
I couldn't leave without having one last dance with you.
Very much fitting with the fairy tale tone of the show, these two share their first kiss at a ball. This is the spark that lit one of the most iconic romances in anime history. Bet Serena wishes she had pulled back on the alcohol, though.
And maybe we'll be able to meet somewhere besides in our dreams.
Number 14, Lelouch and C2, Code Geass, Lelouch of the Rebellion. For a kiss as quick as this, you'd be forgiven for assuming there's not much to it. Lelouch and C2 have always shared an intimate bond, but it's only when the unmasked Zero glimpses her tragic backstory that the two take the next step in their relationship. After realizing they're both lonely souls, the kiss is a powerful statement that if they don't have anyone else, at least they have each other. It may be brief, but it doesn't need to be any longer to convey the deep bond these two have developed over the course of the series. Nobody tell Callan. Number 13, Kirito and Asuna, Sword Art Online.
We got people staring at us now.
Our own audience.
When your life has literally become a video game, you're bound to try pursuing a romantic option sooner or later. For Kirito and Asuna, that moment comes after narrowly avoiding death when a fellow player tries to launch a sneak attack and slay Kirito. Overcome with the shock of nearly losing each other, the two gamers finally share a kiss with one another. Leading to a romance that becomes the centerpiece for the rest of the series. This is also followed by the sudden decision to marry each other.
Then we get married.
Number 12, Otani and Koizumi, Lovely Complex. We all have things we're insecure about, and height can certainly be one of them. Koizumi and Otani are two such people. Taller and shorter than the average Japanese girl and guy, their sensitivity about their stature initially causes them to get off on the wrong foot. Koizumi eventually starts falling for Otani the more time they spend together, and even confesses her affection towards him. While initially rejecting her, he realizes that he too is harboring feelings for the girl double his height, which he manages to cement with a sudden kiss while fireworks fill the sky. Number 11, Kion and Haruhi, The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya.
It's strange, but I have a feeling we'll get by somehow. I'm having fun right now. I wonder why.
A lot of the kisses on this list are just a way for two characters to finally admit their feelings. And while that's all well and good, none of them have had to share a kiss that saved the entire world. As Haruhi's time-space altering power activates, it's up to the unremarkable and powerless Kion to restore the old world before everything collapses and they are literally crushed by blue giants born of the reality shifts.
Then what about me? What does Haruhi Suzumiya mean to someone like me?
Not many people can say they've smooched God, but kudos to Kion for a job well done.
What are you, an idiot?
Number 10. Kamina and Yoko, Gurren Lagann.
I need lots of power, especially today. Yoko, you just watch my back.
Oh, Kamina, you were with us for such a short amount of time, but you truly were a heartthrob. And this scene proved that. On the night before a battle with the Beastmen, he's approached by Yoko, who warns him not to charge in and get himself hurt. To prove a point, the two share a passionate kiss, with the promise of a possible relationship following the battle. Unfortunately, that never comes to pass, since Kamina loses his life in the ensuing conflict, breaking both Yoko and our own hearts in the process. Number 9. Usui and Misaki, Maid Sama.
わおこりゃびっくり会長だ
If this doesn't leave you squealing with giddy delight, we don't know what will. It's far from flattering when the aloof Usui finds the uptight student council president working at a maid cafe. But through a series of awkward hijinks and witty banter, their begrudging friendship turns into something a bit more intimate.
ドリンパドルンパ嘘つけな
It culminates at the summer festival, where Usui certainly gets points for atmosphere, but Misaki walks away the true winner after realizing the depth of Usi's feelings for her. Backed by gorgeous fireworks and more than a dozen episodes of Will They, Won't They, the kiss is an ooey-gooey payoff only the best romance series can pull off. Number 8. Yusuke and Keiko, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yusuke. This is the end!
It may have taken until the final minutes of the series, but this kiss was certainly worth the wait. After 100 episodes of underworld adventures together, Yusuke and Keiko's reunion in the human world is everything we wanted and more. Upon seeing him return, she tackles him to the ground, and the two share a kiss backed by a gorgeous sunset and the sound of waves.
I don't want you to wait either.
The scenery is beautiful, but what really sells the scene is the superb voice acting and emotional weight of seeing these two finally happy together. Surrounded by friends, a breathtaking locale, and swelling music, the series ends on a romantic and refreshingly light-hearted high note.
One of us has gotten more athletic since I've been gone.
Number 7. Subaru and Emilia, Re:Zero, starting life in another world.
エミリア俺は君が好きだ
This time-traveling hero may know how to deliver the best of emphatic speeches, but it's clear that actions spoke louder than words here. Despite an emotional and honest appeal, it was the kiss from Subaru that truly reminded the half-elf heroine that he believes in her, even when she doesn't.
そんなの勝手すぎるじゃない。ダメだってたくさん言ったくせに。それでも好きなんて。
We aren't just told this by Subaru. As the music grows and the lights brighten, the scene masterfully conveys the deep bond between them in a way words would fail to. It may be a kiss, but it's less about the romantic implications than it is about these characters and why they rely on each other. They're more than friends and more than a couple. They are partners. Number 6. Jean and Melfina, Outlaw Star.
I want to stay who I am. I want to be with you forever, Jean.
Well, that's what I want, too.
In search of a galactic ley line that's said to give endless knowledge and power, there doesn't seem to be much time for romance. But surprisingly, this series builds the dynamic between the leading outlaw and bio-android Melfina into something we can't help but root for.
Jean.
There isn't anything that the ley line can give me. All I really want is for you to return with me.
Jean.
When Melfina's fate becomes tied to the fabled power source, they both reveal that their one wish is to be together. With love strong enough to supersede even a ley line, this is certainly one of the most deserved kisses in all of anime.
Then come away with me, Melfina. Right now.
Yes.
Number 5. Okabe and Makise, Steins Gate.
誰よりも大切な人のことを忘れたりしない。
Science and sorrow, they go hand in hand. After discovering a microwave that allows them to send messages to the past, these two scientists discover that their actions cause various timelines to shift, resulting in the subsequent death of Okabe's childhood friend. However, in order to save her, they must return to a timeline in which Kuritsu is murdered. With the impending tragedy of this choice, these two share a kiss together while declaring their love for one another. Despite the fantastical premise, this moment is so organic and heartfelt that it's impossible to not choke up at least a little.
時間があっという間に流れていく。
Number 4. Naruto and Hinata, the last Naruto the movie.
なんだこれ塗り薬やなんで俺にもらってやりなナルト
For those of you that supported this ship back in its infancy, you may rejoice in the fact that the entirety of this movie revolves around Naruto and Hinata confessing their love for one another. After stopping the moon from plummeting into the earth, the two shinobi, after God knows how many years of waiting, finally declare that they love each other and share a kiss in a beautiful moment serenaded by moonlight.
私はナルト君が大好きだから。
While we offer our sincere condolences to those that thought our favorite knucklehead ninja was going to end up with Sakura, this film boldly declares Naruhina is the ultimate shinobi ship.
ヒナだ
ナルト君。
Number 3. Guts and Casca, Berserk.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Bloodied, betrayed, and on parallel paths to their goals, these two warriors still can't deny their feelings for each other. The moment they see one another again and silently reconcile their previous differences never fails to send shivers down our spine.
You keep spilling your blood because of me. For me. You fool.
Even so, there's heavy emotion to their later kiss, underscoring the fact that their relationship is anything but easy. However, it's because of those struggles their embrace is so welcome. It's a quiet and fragile kiss, but perfectly fitting the fraught position both characters find themselves in. Beyond how integral their relationship would serve in the series going forward, in a micro sense, it's refreshing to see them get a moment's respite with each other amidst everything they've been through. Number 2. Inuyasha and Kagome. Inuyasha, the final act.
Now that that's out of my system.
Ever since she first fondled his dog ears, we knew these two were destined to end up together. After finally defeating Naraku, Kagome finds herself trapped in a world of complete darkness, imprisoned by the Shikon jewel unless she binds herself to its will. In a desperate bid to save her, Inuyasha battles through seemingly endless hordes of demons without pause until he reaches her.
Inuyasha will come for me. I believe in him.
Alone in the emptiness, the two finally share that eagerly awaited kiss that ends up freeing them, leading to a happily ever after that feels very much deserved. Seems every dog does have his day.
It's not an illusion.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Ryuji and Taiga, Toradora.
There. A veil.
Taiga.
The gradual shift from enemies to lovers may be something of a tired old cliche, but there is no denying that this anime handles it beautifully. Taiga is short and adorable, but has a fierce temper, while Ryuji is actually a pretty nice guy despite his intimidating aura.
OMG. It's Takashi the Thug and the Palm Top Tiger. Be quiet!
Palm top tiger? Oh, I see. The palm thing.
Needless to say, these two start off despising each other, but eventually form an unconventional truce as they attempt to set each other up with their respective crushes. As each of these fall flat, the dragon and the tiger eventually realize that who they really want has been by their side the entire time, resulting in an enchanting kiss that dominates all others in the medium.
One more time.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.